Today's video isn't really about car audio. Today, I'd like to talk to you about lighting. Making this video today is because there was a little issue with the original light that I bought, and there's a story to go with it. So last week, I knew I was going to the sand, so I bought these sand paddles from a local dealer, and while I was there, I swooped up on this light that was up on the shelf right over the top of his shoulder in the shop. Looked pretty good. I know they're expensive, so I figured I got a good deal when I paid $500 for it. I'm a rookie at this. I don't know that much about lighting. When I brought this thing home, I immediately jumped online to see what kind of a light it was, and for some reason I thought he said it was a Rigid Industries light. I don't think he did. I don't know. I don't even know where that came from, but I've never even heard of Rigid Industries before. I've only had this ATV for about 2 or 3 months, but for some reason Rigid Industries came right up. I saw the light pattern on it. Looks just like it. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but the outside ends have 8, looks like some sort of diffused reflectors for extra wide lighting, with the middle ones for a spotlight. It was a floor model. It was on display. I got it for $500, and I was thinking, damn, that's a $900 to $1,000 light. I got it for $500. What a smoking ass deal. Hell yeah. Turns out I can find these things all day and all night long for about $200 on the internet. I even found some for $97 on eBay. I don't know if it's the same quality as this one, but they all kind of look the same, those cheap Chinese knockoffs. Bootleg, imposter. On Instagram, and I post, Rigid Industries light, check it out. I'm all proud of it. 2 or 3 days later, someone says, that ain't no damn Rigid Industries light. And someone else chimed in and was like, yeah, that ain't no Rigid Industries light. So basically, feeling like a jackass, I got online, and well, it ain't no Rigid Industries light. So I've had this light 5 or 6 days total, never even used it. I mounted it, turned it on, make sure it worked, and I never got to use it, never rode in the dark or anything. And then I find out it's a cheap Chinese light, so I call the dealer up and I say, hey, you know, this light, these things are a dime a dozen for like under $200, and I really don't want to run no fake Rigid light. So is it okay if I return it? He says, yeah, go ahead, return it. But it's a 20% restocking fee. 20% restocking fee? That's $100. Says right on there, 20% restocking fee. Really mad at them. They told me, they gave me the receipt, but $100 for you to take this light that's brand new and stick it right over the top of your shoulder, right back on the shelf as a display model that it already was, really ain't tripping over it, right? Because it says it right on the receipt. It ain't really their fault, I guess. You know, if it's in plain black and white, you know, nothing I can really do about it. Well, I guess that's how it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this light. I'll do something with it. I'll smash it. I'll throw it off the roof or something. I don't know. Back to the story. Anyways, after being humiliated on Instagram about my fake ass cheap Chinese light, Rigid Industries, the actual company, chimes in and says, give us a holler. We'll see what we can do. Made me a deal I couldn't refuse, which is pretty goddamn awesome and pretty stand up with them. And a few days later, I got a little something in the mail. What a difference. I can already tell. I've just got this thing rigged up to this little power supply real quick, just so I can get a taste of what it's going to look like. You can already tell just by looking at it, the build quality on this, so much better. I mean, it's night and day difference. No pun intended. I'm going to aim it at the razor all the way on the other side of the shop. Unfortunately, it's daylight. I'm not out in the sand and the dunes and the pitch black. And even shutting my lights off, I have skylights. So I can't really do a comparison video inside the shop. Here's the plan. Got the rigid light on top. China special right here. I'm gonna put this one right up on the top, aim it in the same spot. It's not quite dark yet, but we'll do a almost dark comparison, and then when it gets really dark out here, we'll do it one more time. All right, the first test is gonna be about 100 yards away. It's not quite dark out. That's okay. We should be able to tell the difference even when it's not pitch black yet. All right, here we go. This is the cheap Chinese LED test. Aim it that way, bud. There you go. All right, go ahead and turn it on, bud. There you go. You know what? I'm not even going to shut this one off. I'm just going to turn the other one on and see. Go ahead and hit button number 3, bud. Yeah. Shut number 3 off. Wow, that's the Chinese light. It's on right now. All right, the Chinese light is still on. I can move it all around. You can see there's the beam right there somewhere. All right, turn the rigid on, bud. That's amazing. Let's go ahead and wait for it to get a little darker out. Wait for it to get dark. Move back another 40 or 50 yards. Let's do this again. Waiting for it to get dark. We're gonna do the side test on that wall. Go ahead and turn the Chinese light on, bud. Lights up pretty good. All right, turn the China off, Anthony. Turn the China on, Anthony. All right, let's see that rigid again. Lord have mercy. And props to Atlas Shower Door for having a white wall for me tonight. Yeah. Forward to about 9:30, 9:45 at night. It's dark out. All right, bud, you ready to go test some lights out? Yep.
Detail, spit gang for retail. These motherfuckers up done, broke they lead nails, acting like females, following my men the vomit. 5150, and can't nobody stop it. I'm better motherfucker, and you do know that. I'm stuck in California, we don't know how to act.
All right, first up, China. Anthony, turn on the China light, bud. There's the dot. I'm trying to aim it up at the building. There it is right there. It's right on the building. There it is on the ground. Right up on the building. All right, Anthony. All right, KK, hit number 3. I mean, that is just retarded. Turn off the rigid again, KK. That's just ridiculous. All right, Anthony, turn the rigid on one more time so I can laugh. Man, I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but I mean, I just got to. So, all right, I've even switched cameras to give this light the benefit of the doubt because that was my iPhone 5. But let's go for it. There's my son. He's way down there at the end. Can't see him at all now. Anthony, turn the China light on. I'm even moving the beam around so we can maybe see him better. I don't see him at all out there. He's wearing a black shirt. Let's see what the difference is between these two in a situation like that. All right, China first, Anthony. I'll even move the beam around. Where's he at? There he is. All right, hit number 3. Turn the rigid on, Anthony. There he is. What's up, KK? What's up, KK? Yeah. All right, I think this comparison is over. And it's a wrap for that Chinese light, man, I'm telling you. Oh! I believe that's game, set, and match. Chia.